this point, we might as well call the Kiwis the terminators of world cricket because once again they are back, and this time they have ended India's nearly 3-year unbeaten ODI series streak at home. Yes, it's been nearly 3 years, all that effort is gone. So, what just happened? India actually started the ODI series against the Kiwis well, a convincing 4-wicket win in Vadodara, then a clean chase, a composed finish. All seemed normal. After that came Rajkot, a 7-wicket loss in Rajkot that nobody saw coming, followed by Indore, a 41-run defeat that suddenly shook the entire Indian cricketing ecosystem. The number one ODI side, that is India, was rattled by New Zealand, a team that was missing Kane Williams, the likes of Kane Williamson and Mitchell Santner in action. Yes, well, let's call this what it is, almost a second string Kiwi attack that walked into India's backyard and outplayed Shubman Gill and company. But haven't we seen this movie before? Of course we have. Remember the test series meltdown a little over 1.5 years ago? New Zealand had been catastrophic even back then. A 3-0 whitewash. And then the fallout? Brutal. 3 giant careers came under scrutiny. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma and Ravichandran Ashwin. What happened? Well, after the Border Gavaskar Trophy loss, 3 of those careers hit a full stop. Gautam Gambhir, remember, at that time had just taken charge, so the criticism was directed at the senior pros back then. 14 months later, the pattern repeats, but this time in ODI cricket. Now, who will survive this shake-up is still a big question, but let's be honest, major questions are coming and major names are going to be discussed at the moment. Virat Kohli, for now, he is safe because he has scored 240 runs in the series. He's the second highest run scorer after Daryl Mitchell, who got the player of the series. He did his job. But Rohit Sharma, that's the uncomfortable conversation. It's already started. Contributions of his stature did not come. He just scored 61 runs across the series. This from a man who needs to be the stabilizer, the senior most pillar. And then there's, of course, Ravindra Jadeja. And for the first time since 2017, he hasn't taken a single wicket in the series. He scored less than 50 runs. Even his fielding, that old X factor, looked like it has lost half a step. Well, age doesn't lie, and India has 3 players above 36, Rohit, Kohli and Jadeja. With the next ODI series about 5 months away in June, the start of another World Cup cycle, the timing of these failures are painful because the chatter has already begun. It's likely Akshar Patel will replace Jadeja in the ODIs when India's ODI cycle begins. But what about Gautam Gambhir? If the players are under scrutiny, so is Gautam Gambhir. Under him, India has lost ODI series against Sri Lanka and Australia. They have lost test series against New Zealand and South Africa. Also, the Border Gavaskar Trophy down under. They drew the test series against England. Despite India being ranked the number 1 ODI side, they couldn't handle pressure against Bracewell and company, a team that choked the life out of Indian batting order. The selectors will ask tough questions, and they should, because you can't walk into 2027 with unresolved cracks. The credit goes to New Zealand, a team that was missing some of their big guns but overflowing with intent, discipline and fight. And as for India, this wasn't just a series loss, it felt more like a reality check. A check that it in fact is a reminder that reputations don't win matches, runs and wickets do. And right now, some of the very big names aren't delivering those. The next few months will be crucial. They will be fascinating going into the 2027 World Cup preparation. And the next few months will also be career defining for some of India's greatest cricketers.